Well, hello there folks, SeKo Starcraft bringing you Game 2 between HeroMarine and FXO Strelok. Well, Team FXO and Team Mouse. First game, fairly long TVT. Both players went mech. I love watching the mech play. Very positional. It's really about decision making and taking good engagements. And we saw the HeroMarine had the answer to that. The bio play, I'm half expecting one of these players to try it this time because maneuverability was not really utilized in that last game. A couple of drops happened, but there was really no extra way to take advantage of the space there. Just big clumps of tanks and hellbats charging into each other. We saw that there was a fairly committed Banshee opening out of HeroMarine last time. It did pretty good damage. It allowed him, even though his macro CCs were up a lot later, to really keep the economy level, despite the fact he didn't have the same ability to produce SCVs, which I thought was very impressive. Just showing some really great mechanics out of HeroMarine, despite all of his micro, being able to stay on top of his production. We say a little bit of a faster gas coming out from Strelok this time. And actually continuing to produce the SCVs. So he does a little bit more of a delayed barracks, but he should have a little bit stronger of an economy there, getting out that gas as well. We're going to see the scout go out there from HeroMarine. I think it's very important. I'm sniffing something weird coming out of Strelok here. Don't know exactly what yet, but I've got a sense something weird coming. SCV heading out onto the map to scout from Strelok. Gas after barracks, so still pretty standard. Just going to be probably moving into getting maybe a delayed starport up. It's so common right now for Terran to open 1-1-1 in a TVT matchup, just because if you don't have those Vikings and Ravens out to be able to deal with a Banshee coming at you, super tough to deflect that. We see this really good timing here out of Strelok. He's got himself the orbital coming down at the exact same time as the factory. Very fast factory. So I liked his timing that he had mapped out there at the beginning. Allowed it for almost complete perfection. Full wall up on this side. Marines coming out. I have a feeling we're going to see a command center next before we get into any type of tech. Did we get it? Yes, it does. Almost certainly going to be some sort of Banshee play, but I've got this feeling like what I would like to see a lot more is maybe like a Hellion Marine drop. I think it's super effective when you think your opponent is going to go macro with Marines to open. You come over near his base, get 4 Hellions, about 8 Marines, and just shuttle them into the base. That combination of units just busts through everything. We actually have widowmine, so maybe we're going to have widowmine drops. I could be alright with that. Oh yes. Enjoying myself some bourbon. I don't know if anybody else out there is a fan of bourbon, but I rather enjoy it. Depends if you like whiskey. It's just kind of a sweeter whiskey. Command center going down the low ground. Actually, it's a little bit later than I thought it was going to be for HeroMarine there. He did decide to get out that factory, likely as he's assuming some sort of pressure is going to be coming back at him. Looks like we're going to have a widowmine and Marine drop here. Just pretty common, even at the low leagues, even at the level that I play at in, Gold League or against Platinum and Diamond players. That 4 Marine 2 widowmine drop is super good. If you drop it in the back of the base, plant 1 widowmine, and then drive all the SCVs away, sometimes you get lucky and they all come back in and cluster around the widowmine and then die, and then people get sad, and then you get happy. It's just the way of life. There's going to be a massive macro lead here. Once again, we see Strelok having to pause again for HeroMarine. Supplies are about the same, but now this orbital is going to be finished up here soon, and we don't even... Oh, we just have it started now. Hopefully this doesn't get scouted. I don't think it's going to. He's going to be outside of the range. Nope, does not see it. So there's nothing at home to defend against this. We do have a Viking coming out, likely assuming it will be a Banshee opening. This is actually really good timing here. It would have been good for him to, there we go, deny that command center as long as possible. Wall goes down. And it's actually going to be a delayed Banshee after this. There's our widowmine drop. There it goes down. Oh, he gets the one at the front. Pretty good hit. Does a lot of damage. Widowmine's only one shot the first SCV that attacks. Wow, almost loses the medevac. He does. And he gets the Widowmine. So let's look at what was actually killed there. Killed 5 workers. His command center is very much delayed. His supply is much lower. So let's see if this Banshee follow-up. Where is that for his Banshee? Units. Banshee. Cloak isn't finished yet. Did he see... Well, still denying this base, which is effective. That Viking is going to have to hurry home. We do have turrets down, and 1 Viking already at home. So I don't think this Banshee... Oh, even a turret in the production. I don't think this Banshee is going to be that effective. I do like the Hellion opening. Looks like they both want to go into this Hellion. They might be thinking about going... Ooh. Fast third CC. Nice scan, gets that Banshee there. Pretty big investment into that Banshee. Didn't really get that much more damage in. Only killed 1 more worker and damaged a couple of Hellions, and that's it. We do have a very fast 3rd command center, considering the opening out of Strelok. And I think he needs to. I think he needs to play somewhat greedy, because if he doesn't, he's just going to fall too far behind. Units-wise, we see pretty big lead right now for HeroMarine in the production. Let's see if these Hellions can get the damage in they need to. Doesn't want to line up. Vikings that are landed are very, very good against Hellions. With no tanks out here. Well, looks like this base is cancelled, and yeah, just a GG there. You say, well, was that a preemptive GG? Well, he was outgunned on the ground. If this command center lifts off, he was just going to kill it with his Vikings. I don't disagree with that notion. He was pretty far behind. 20 supply down. Production was further behind. Tech was further behind. Macro, quite far behind, even though his other CC was done. Great defensive play out of HeroMarine. And as I thought, Strelok did try to go for something funky. Just didn't pan out for him there. So we're on to game 3 between HeroMarine and FXO Strelok.